just take over the game.
From the banks of the Ohio River, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. the gut, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Prescott now.
That pass completes some more.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
On one, ready?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott steps away to his left.
Man open his board. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fourth down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A first down throw for Prescott.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Tommy Trimble.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down, being chased out left.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
On second down, Evans looking for space.
Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On one.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Dorsett making the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
11 Thomas.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So this one...